I am Chanda Bernroider, and I am a professor of popular music, popular singing, Gesang, and this is at EPOP, which is the popular music department of MDV. Music was like just a sound pad. There was always music playing in my house, and it sounds a bit stereotypical, but I did grow up with a family that went to church a lot, so it was also a form of prayer, a form of meditation, if you will. It didn't feel like that then, but it played a big role in my spiritual formation also, and my emotional formation. Gospel music from the 80s, James Cleveland, the Hawkins family. We had a lot of Stevie Wonder playing in our house. Stevie Wonder, Earth, Wind and Fire. So I will say from my parents, Stevie Wonder was always used as a role model of, listen to Stevie, listen how different he sounds on each song, listen to how he plays with texts. So I had that. But then when I was young, I loved Michael Jackson a lot. And I was a huge Michael Jackson fan. And when I think about the influences in my writing and really in my singing, I think writing more Anita Baker, but Michael Jackson was a huge influence on me as a child, and it just kind of carried over. I think greatness is what we do as singers, is just standing up in front of people and bearing our souls is a great thing. I think that singers, and most of us are on different parts of this path of being able to just show up and be ourselves. And I think that this is a great thing to aspire to. But really, when I think of that, I think of the singers, the women that I look up to are really, I just call them the church ladies, the church mothers that I grew up with, who I felt like could do anything with their voices. They would come on Sunday morning and sing their hearts out and just really bring us to tears, bring us to laughter, and then after church, go out and smoke a pack of cigarettes, And it was just this very raw and authentic way of showing up. And this is what I aspire to, really, to be able to show up and be myself in the moment. And so the church ladies, those are the great singers. I find singing as a practice, as a mindfulness practice, as a practice of awareness. And I think because the voice is so special, we don't have buttons to press. It's super important to really be aware of what your body is doing, what you're feeling, what you're hearing. And so that's something that we always come back to. I'm always asking, what do you notice? What do you feel? And I have realized over time that this is very similar to any other mindfulness practice. And so that is the core of the teaching. And then I would also say joy. This is something that we kind of forget sometimes when we're making music, especially when we're in school and we're trying to master our instrument or be the best at our instrument. And a lot of times that the playfulness and the joy gets lost. And so that's something that I like to try to bring into the classroom or encourage my students to remember. I would say a useful talent that I have is somehow I'm calm under pressure. So if there's a national disaster, I think I would be a good person to be around. Gospel. Musical. New York City. Come on. This is hard. Can I say both? For many different reasons. In this moment, Austria. Ella for her technical abilities, and Billy for her emotives. If that's a word, it's a word today. Okay. I like Klangtheater. Sorry.